Imagine waking up one morning to discover that $13.6 billion, yes, billion with a B, had simply vanished from one of the world's biggest cryptocurrency exchanges. The global Bitcoin market collapses overnight, investors panic, and chaos spreads across the digital financial system. Now here's the kicker. This wasn't done by some anonymous mastermind in a hidden bunker in Eastern Europe, nor by a government cyber warfare unit. No, it was pulled off by a quirky married couple living in New York City. A man who called himself a tech entrepreneur, and his wife who styled herself as a wannabe rapper, proudly calling herself the Crocodile of Wall Street. For nearly 6 years, they live like ordinary people, sipping coffee, going on vacations, investing in startups, and even making music videos, while secretly sitting on one of the largest stolen fortunes in human history. And in the end, their empire of deception crumbled, not because of brilliant police work, but because of one small $500 gift card mistake. This is the unbelievable story of the Bitfinex Bitcoin heist, a crime so outrageous it shook the world of cryptocurrency, exposed the fragility of digital wealth, and revealed how arrogance can unravel the biggest scams. Stay with me, because once you hear this story, you'll understand how one digital breadcrumb can collapse billions. It all started on August 2nd, 2016. Bitfinex, one of the top crypto exchanges at the time, suddenly detected something terrifying. Thousands of withdrawal requests, over 2,000 in total, were being automatically approved and drained straight from customer wallets into one mysterious account. Panic struck. Within hours, the platform froze trading. The crypto world was in chaos. Investors watched in horror as 119,756 Bitcoin, worth about $72 million at the time, but valued at over $13.6 billion today, vanished into the digital abyss. The impact was immediate. Bitcoin's price plunged 20% in a single day. Headlines screamed that the future of cryptocurrency was at risk. People feared that Bitcoin itself might never recover. But behind this financial catastrophe was one man. Enter Ilya Lichtenstein, a so-called tech entrepreneur. Soft-spoken, intelligent, with a background in startups, he wasn't your stereotypical hoodie-wearing hacker. But what he lacked in flash, he made up for with patience and cunning. Ilya had spent months studying Bitfinex's security systems. He noticed something shocking. Their so-called multi-signature wallet system, designed to require 2 out of 3 keys for transactions, was badly implemented. In fact, 2 of those keys were stored on the same server. That meant the supposedly impenetrable vault could be opened with just a single breach. And Ilya found a way in. On that August day, he drained everything he could. But here's where he was smarter than most hackers. He didn't rush to spend it. He covered his tracks, deleted logs, and walked away with billions in digital gold. But Ilya wasn't alone. Standing beside him was his wife, Heather Morgan. On the surface, Heather seemed eccentric, even comical. She branded herself as an influencer, a writer, and most bizarrely, a rapper under the name Razzlekhan. Her music, a mix of awkward rhymes and bizarre imagery. She called herself the Crocodile of Wall Street, presenting herself as a fearless disruptor. What nobody knew was that behind the quirky videos and blog posts, she was sitting on billions in stolen Bitcoin. The two were an odd pair. Ilya, the quiet brains, and Heather, the loud personality. Together, they were untouchable, or so they thought. For nearly 5 years, the stolen Bitcoin remained untouched. The couple knew that blockchain transactions are public, meaning every move could be tracked by investigators. One wrong step, and they'd be exposed. So they played the long game. Slowly, cautiously, they laundered small amounts through mixers, privacy coins, and fake identities. A few $100s here, a few thousand there. Nothing too noticeable. But by 2020, confidence got the better of them. They began cashing out, and not just for groceries. They turned stolen Bitcoin into gold bars, NFTs, tech investments, Uber and Walmart gift cards, and even PlayStation games. From the outside, they looked like just another young couple chasing the New York dream. But every latte, every pair of sneakers, every online purchase, it was all bought with dirty crypto money. Then came the slip-up. In May 2020, Heather redeemed a simple $500 Walmart gift card. Harmless, right? Except this one wasn't purchased with cash. It was bought using laundered Bitcoin. And when it was redeemed, she used her real email address and real name. That was the crack investigators had been waiting for. Behind the scenes, federal agents launched a silent, meticulous operation. They traced the transaction, mapped out wallets, and followed the digital trail that Heather had accidentally left. Every single move Ilya and Heather made after that was monitored. Their carefully crafted empire was collapsing in silence, and they didn't even know it. On February 8, 2022, FBI agents stormed their Manhattan apartment. What they found was both hilarious and shocking. Inside, a burner phone hidden inside a popcorn tin, over $40,000 in cash stuffed in envelopes, Russian passports, suggesting a possible escape plan, and, most importantly, access to wallets containing 94,000 Bitcoin worth $10.7 billion. It was the ultimate digital treasure chest. Heather and Ilya, the self-styled billionaire outlaws, were led away in handcuffs. After years of living like they'd gotten away with it, the verdict came down. Ilya Lichtenstein, sentenced to 5 years in prison. Heather Razzlekhan, sentenced to 18 months. Both banned from certain financial activities. Millions in fines and restitution. And while many affected Bitfinex customers were eventually compensated, the damage to trust in the crypto world was irreversible. This story isn't just about greed. It's about the illusion of invincibility. Heather and Ilya believed they were smarter than the system. They thought they could outwit governments, law enforcement, and blockchain investigators. And for 6 years, it looked like they had. But in the end, it wasn't cutting-edge technology that brought them down. It wasn't a massive sting operation. It was a $500 Walmart gift card. The lesson? No matter how sophisticated the crime, arrogance always leaves breadcrumbs. And in the digital age, one slip is all it takes for billions to come crashing down.